here's what I want to talk about, right? So you're a tax consultant. You already talked about how you got into that, but I think some of your opinions that I've seen you share online in the arguments, you get into a lot of arguments with real estate folks who are 100% real estate, because you're a stock guy.
Oh, you've been watching.
Oh, I watch everything, man. I watch everything. Because first of all, within the finance and real estate investment sector, right? A lot of us follow each other. So I just happen to, I don't comment on every conversation, but I watch it because I find it interesting. I find the content interesting.
Right.
So, I found myself, I like to even see the debates because some people use social media for all kinds of craziness, whether it's double tapping buns or whatever it may be. but just watching those conversations, right? Like it actually helps me grow because sometimes you'll see somebody say something and you say, I never thought about it that way. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's a take on a cryptocurrency, whether it's the real estate for stock thing, but the real estate for stock thing to me is interesting because people be ready to like take sides like it's a gang. Like, and your approach is kind of like, I've seen you argue actually both sides, but you said something on one time that really was funny to me. You said you actually like real estate, but you're more of a stock guy because you're lazy. So, so I found that to be interesting. But
I try to be honest.
Yeah, what do you think about this whole debate that goes back and forth within our community, and why is it such? Because me, as someone that talks to people all the time, I have the most difficult time getting our people to understand the value of owning companies. It's easy to get someone to buy a property. What do you think it is with our people that makes it very difficult for them to understand, well, not even understand, even attempt to invest in the market?
Man, I get that question a lot. So the number one thing I think is trust. Our community does not have trust in systems in general. I say the government because of our history, right?
With good reason.
We've been treated pretty poorly, right? And then you have to realize that Black folks weren't allowed to even participate in the stock market. I mean, people talk about redlining a lot in terms of real estate, but they don't really understand that we weren't even allowed to participate in the stock market. And if we did, we would usually have to have a white guy be as a proxy for us and open up shares. And I know that's happened. But the other thing is we can't touch it, smell it, or feel it. And so a lot of times Black folks over-index in real estate investments, especially in their homes, because they feel like that's their way of getting a piece of the American dream. I mean, I'm guessing, right? Nobody really has the absolute answer, but that would be my opinion.
Yeah. What's interesting about that is over the last couple of years, as cryptocurrency has become popular, I saw our people flock to that. And I've actually seen people, because of cryptocurrency, become stock market investors, which I think is a good thing. But it also shocked me at how fast they were willing to jump behind cryptocurrency, considering their distrust and they're not investing in the stock market to begin with. But when crypto came, that was no problem.
But you got to remember, crypto is all about distrust, right? And I don't know, did you ever see any of the arguments with me and crypto?
Yeah.
And so crypto,
I've actually had some arguments with you about crypto.
Right. And they're not real arguments, right? My thing, this is my issue, just to start off. Most of us don't have a basic understanding about economics and financial markets in general. And so you don't have this understanding, but you think you do, and then you're going to jump out there and you're going to become these quote unquote crypto experts. And then you're taunting. I'm going to tell you, I lost a lot of respect for a lot of our so-called financial leaders when they were pushing crypto at the height of crypto, when we're talking $17, $18, $19,000. And it was clear it was in a bubble. Now, I don't really like doing the whole I told you so thing, but I do this. And I will walk away from making money. So I don't just do this for the pay of it all. I do it for the love of it. And part of that is fuel for our people. And it's like, y'all want to go into this and you want to spend your last little bit of money because you're chasing a fad because you want to get rich without doing the work. I mean, point blank. There's nothing wrong with being crypto, right? There's nothing wrong with Bitcoin, nothing wrong with Litecoin. There's nothing wrong with any of those. But do you understand what you're doing? 9 times out of 10, I found that most folks didn't.